Hello and welcome student. Today we will learn a very wonderful poem from Standard 6 subject English 4.5 If I Can Stop One Heart from Breaking, written by Emily Dickinson. In this poem, we will learn how to be love, helpful, and kind to other, not only human being but animals, etc. So let's see a brief introduction part of our poet Emily Dickinson in our next slide. About the poetess Emily Dickinson. Her full name was Emily Elizabeth Dickinson. She was born on 10th December 1830 in United States and died on 15th May 1886 at the age of 55 in US. She was an American lyrics poet who lived in seclusion and commanded a singular brilliance of style and integrity of vision with Walt Whitman. She is widely considered to be one of the two leading 19th century American poets. She grew up in moderate privilege and with strong local religious attachments. She freely ignored the usual rule of verification and even of grammar. Her verses is distinguished by its epigrammatics, compressions, haunting, personal voice, and lack of high polish. In 20th century, her writing mostly took the form of letters, etc. One of the famous poems of Emily Dickinson's, Hope. Hope is the thing with feathers that perch in the soul and singing the tune without the words and never stop at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abase the little bird that keeps so many warm. I have heard it in the chillest land and on the strange sea, yet never in extremity it asks a crumb of me. Explanation of this poem. One of the famous poems of Emily Dickinson, Hope is the thing with feather. The poem examines the abstract idea of hope in the free spirit of a bird. The poem Hope is the thing with feathers. Poet used the metaphoric a poem if I can stop one heart from breaking. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin unto his nest again, I shall not live in vain. Written by Emily Dickinson. So student, this is a poem. Let's see the explanation part of this poem. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. New words, vain, live without purpose. If I can stop one heart by breaking, the poem written by Emily Dickinson is that being heartless or cold or callous is a aimless way to live. These two lines shows How? By putting others first and saving them from hurting will give her life more purpose. After reading these two lines, it looked serious and full of love and compassion. You can see in the screen that how the girl is crying and other two is giving comfort to her and to stop her trying to stop her crying. If I can ease one life, the aging, or cool one pain. New words, easing. Here it means reduce sorrow in someone's life. Ease, here it means easily. In these two lines, poet Emily Dickinson wants to say that a broken heart is sad and painful, and if she can help prevent it or make it better, her life will be complete. She is saying that helping a person in need give her life true meaning. We also learn Emily enjoys helping people in times of need and she feels like it's a good use of her time. You can see how the little girl is sad and her mother is trying to comfort her.
Or help one fainting robin unto his nest again. I shall not leave in vain. New words, fainting, lose consciousness for a short time because of a permanently insufficient supply of oxygen to the brain. Explanation part. Here Emily contributed to the conceit of the poem by helping the fainting robin. She also conveyed the message by helping someone from the heart. The interesting choice of Dickinson was using cool to describe as helping a fainting robin. This feels as if pain is hot or angry. This gives impression of an ill or dying bird who cannot fly. So student, the full poem has an emotional pull that drag you in and grab your attention. Poet make you realize that helping others and making them happy is a great gift in life, and it's a gift that can never be thrown away. Let's see the theme of our poem, If I Can Stop One Heart's from Breaking. The way to have lived a fulfilled life is to have changed the life of at least one other person or to have helped someone else. Means the poet wants to say that if we help someone, it means we change our life or our life is changed by helping someone. Form and style. Nixon's poems are lyrics generally defined as short poems with a single speaker, not necessarily the poet, who express thought and feeling. As in most lyrics poetry, the speaker in Dixon's poem is often identified in the first person I. Dickinson reminded a reader that the I in her poetry does not necessarily speak for the poet herself when I state myself as the representative of the verse. It does not mean me, but a supposed person. In this poem, the I address the reader as you. If I can stop one heart from breaking, written by Emily Dickinson. Poetry terms. Theme of the poem. The poetry was meant to touch the life of others and help them, and by her Dixon's examples offer the reader to reach out to others in positive ways. And life will never be in vain or a waste. Means here the poet is saying that if we help someone, we never live in waste or we never live in vain or we waste our time. Speaker of the poem. The poet Emily Dickinson is the speaker of the poem here. Stanza of the poem. The formal division of a four-line stanza called a quatrain, followed by a three-line stanza called a tercet. Rhyming scheme of the poem A B A B A B B. Figure of speech. Children, we know figure of speech is used to give an literary or a lyric to the poem. So in this poem, the figure of speech is repetition. First, if I can stop this line repeated line is line 1 and 3. I shall live in vain. Also repeated line in 2 and 7. These repetitions tells the reader that this is important and the poet wanted her life to mean something to make a difference.
Paraphrase. If I can stop one heart from breaking. Emily Dickinson, in her poem, conveys the message that we should do whatever we can do to make the life of those around us happier. This poem can be categorized as a love poem, though the love expressed is hardly romantic. It talks about a love so deep that it places others before self. Selfless love is the true form of love. In this poem, the poet talks about how she would happily spend her life helping those who suffer from heartbreak, deep sadness, and despair by wishing to help a fainting robin back into the nest. Little acts of care, compassion, concern, and leave can make a world of difference. The poet also advises us to be compassionate not only to human beings but also to the animals. We should do all we can do to reduce pain and suffering. So all this we learn from this poem. If I can stop one heart from breaking.
Let's see the evaluation part of our poem If I Can Stop One Heart from Breaking. First, complete the web diagram. So, in this web diagram, student, you are supposed to write value which help us to be human. So, these are the values such as love, compassion, kindness, and care. Second, answer the following. What does the poet want to do? Answer. The poet wants to stop a heart from breaking, that is, help a person from becoming sad and also helping a fainting robin back into his nest again. Second, name the two values highlighted in the poem. Answer. The two values highlighted in the poem are compassion and kindness. Third, does the poet accept anything in return? What is the poet's reward? Answer. No. The poet does not accept anything in return. The poet's reward is the feeling of peace and satisfaction that she will get when she helps someone. Fourth, pick out two rhyming pairs of words from the poem. Answer. Breaking, acing, pain, again. Fifth, list the phrase that indicate sorrow or pain. Answer. Stop one heart from breaking. B. Is one life the acing. Sixth, how will you make your life worthwhile? So student, this is the personal response. Means you are supposed to write the answer for this question on your own. Means why your life is worthwhile. Means important. Thank you students. Hope you like the poem and try to help others in future.